Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha, and I hope everyone had a fabulous Monday. We're going to chill out and talk for a little bit this evening before y'all go to bed, okay? Look, I'm trying to catch y'all after you got done cooking, got the kids settled, and right before you go to bed, okay? Welcome. Please make sure that you hit the like button. Also, make sure that you share because someone else may want to hear about the things that we're going to talk about on tonight. Now, a lot of people have heard about this story that actually is so close to home for me. And when I say that, I mean that in proximity. This took place probably about an hour away. Like Frisco is probably an hour away, huh? Probably about an hour away, a little over an hour away from where we currently live. And so this really did hit home for me. Also, another perspective that I'm bringing to this is from an educator's perspective. I've been in education going on 18 years, y'all. Next year would be my 18th year in education. And so I want to kind of talk about some things, even from that standpoint as well, involving this situation with Carmelo Anthony. And no, we're not talking about the basketball player, but y'all, it's so weird when you type in Carmelo Anthony, which starts with the K, the other Carmelo comes up also. He probably like, man, I'm trending and I ain't even do it. So we see both of the Carmelos pulling up when you type in his name. Carmelo Anthony, which is the young man who was just arrested not too long ago on charges, murder. I'm gonna say murder charges. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Of another teen at a track meet. Now, before we get into it, let's see who we have here in the building. Hi, C. Renee. Thank you so much for joining and for being first in the building. I appreciate that. Good evening, Susan. Thank you for joining today. Hi, Peppers Place. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Hey, Rebecca. Thank you for joining, sis. My sis, Shelly Shells, is in the building. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate everyone being here on tonight. Now, y'all, where this took place, before I get into what happened and so forth, it took place in what we call in the Dallas area of Collin County. Okay. And I looked up some of the stats for that county. Now, as of July 2024, the population is a little over 1,254,000. Okay. Now, 64.5% of that county is white. 12% is black, okay? And then you have a little higher than the blacks would be the Asian population, which is at 19%, okay? So this took place in Collin County, in McKinney, to be exact. Hi, Busy Bee. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Hey, Queen Tandy. Thank y'all so much for joining. So just to kind of give you an idea of, the demographics in that area and kind of the climate that's probably taking place right now. Okay. Now, Carmelo Anthony, he's 17 years old and he's accused of fatally stabbing another student at a high school track meet in Frisco earlier this month. Okay. Now, Frisco, y'all, for the longest had the only IKEA furniture store here. That's the one that everyone likes to go to in Frisco. Hi, Tangela. Welcome. And they have it's a very like middle class to high class area. It's very beautiful out there. And so this student attended Frisco Centennial High School. Okay. Now, he was just released today after his bond was significantly lowered. He had a bond of $1 million at first, but now he was released on a $250,000 bond. He was released from the Collin County Jail at about 4:20 p.m. and he was put on house arrest. So now he has to wear an ankle monitor. Okay. Now the hearing that they had today, they said it was packed. Okay. Um, he pretty much um, what was I about to say? Oh, the hearing was an hour long. Okay. And so that judge actually lowered that. And that's a big difference, y'all. A huge difference. He's already had a GoFundMe account that pretty much raised over $500,000 so far. So they had, that plus some. Okay. Praise the Lord for the people that have been giving and supporting that fund and helping with this family. God bless you all. Hi, Brittany. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Hey, Terry. Yes, this live is for educational and entertainment purposes only and discovered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. Hi, Shailene. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Yes, Brittany. Okay. 17 years old. And let me just say this, y'all. And we're gonna I want to give that good news, but we're gonna take it back because some people may not be familiar with what happened. From a teacher's perspective, this is a difficult situation to handle on both sides of this. Okay. You on one side, the teen that lost his life, there are teachers, there are students, family, friends that are mourning his loss. No teacher wants to hear about the loss of one of their students. Then you have on the other side of that with Karmelo that had a bright future ahead of him, accepted to some top colleges, y'all. Never been in trouble. 4.0 GPA. Okay. Hi, the favorite one. Welcome. She said, "Amen. I pray for his safety. He's innocent. I don't know what anyone. I don't know what anyone says." Okay, we definitely got to pray for his safety, y'all. Okay, because I was so nervous for that young man. I'm like, Lord, just keep him and his family covered. Hi, Nina. Welcome. Hey, Latae. Thank you for joining. Okay, Shailene said it was self-defense, in my opinion. Okay, yeah. And so no teacher wants to hear about that. But let me just say this, y'all. It is definitely a different world right now. When we used to watch that TV show growing up, hey, it really didn't have the meaning that I see now. Seeing things from inside education and how children are now, y'all, oh my gosh, things have totally changed. Okay. Hi, the introvert speaks. Sally, if only Austin Metcalf would have kept his hands to himself, he'd be alive today. Yeah, y'all, and there are varying opinions about that. And I found out I was watching another live today, and it's some info that I didn't realize that's not being put out there as much. Okay, y'all know how the news media can kind of leave out what they want to leave out, put what they want to put. Okay. Tangela said, "I'm scheduled to go up there and visit the victim's family on behalf of parents of murdered children next week." Oh, wow, Tangela. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to hear that. Okay, so safe travels for you as well, and God bless you for doing that. I think that the Karmelo was bullied. He gave the other guy warnings twice. Okay, and so this would be a difficult situation, but y'all, the kids are doing a lot. And I'm curious to know when all of this starts coming out. Make sure y'all hit the like button, let everyone know that we are live. Also, if you would like to help me reach my goal tonight, any super chats of any amount are welcome. Free ways to support would be to hit the like and also to watch the ads. My thing is, let me get through what happened, okay? Because some people, I know we want to just get into it, talk about it. Okay, so this athlete, Austin Metcalf. Okay, let me pull up their pictures for those of you who don't know. Okay, so I thought I pulled up. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, um, this is Carmelo Anthony. So, like I said, we're not talking about the basketball player. His name starts with the K. The other Carmelo is the C. But it's the name, y'all, is so close together. And then Austin is the young man that unfortunately lost his life during this time. So Carmelo allegedly stabbed Austin. They were at a track meet. And Carmelo has admitted to doing this in self defense. Okay. He was charged with first degree murder after, stabbing Austin in the heart. Okay. At a high school track meet at Frisco Independent School District's Cockendale Stadium on April the 2nd. Now, Metcalf was also 17, but he was a student at Memorial High School, which is located 3 miles north of where all of this took place. Now, this interaction began around 10 a.m. Okay. Police say the two were involved in a disagreement over a seat at the track meet before Anthony wielded a knife and stabbed Metcalf. Now, let me pause there for a second because some information that I found out today, like I said, this information is alleged, was that Metcalf and his brother were not sitting there originally, okay, under this tent, okay? Allegedly, Carmelo was sitting there and they all walked up to him. Now, in an interview, Hunter, which is Austin's brother, his twin brother, he has a twin that was there. In his account of what happened, he said that they went and they asked him to move from under that tent. Well, knowing kids nowadays, and like I said, I'm the way he was saying it, I just really don't think that a group of boys, because he said him, his brother, and some more kids went over to this young man. I just don't see it being like, hi, excuse me, hi. Could you please get up and move away from our seats? I think we were sitting here. Like, I just don't picture it being like that. I could be wrong, but kids, baby, are rude sometimes. Okay, now get up out of our seats. We were sitting here. What you doing here? I can see it more like that. But them going over to ask, and hey, this is just my opinion on that, how that part happened. But I thought that the teams, the way it was presented on a lot of news stations, was they were sitting under this tent and this young man just came over there and stabbed him. Okay, those are two different things. Two different things right there. Okay, Metcalf dad was arrested in 2011 for SA. Really? Oh my goodness. The twins were bullies. Okay, all of this is gonna come out, y'all. Their character, all of that. Hi, rocking with Cowboy. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Tangela, for the super sticker and for being a sponsor for tonight's show. Okay, Brittany, thank you, because that was going to be one of my questions too. See, anytime something happens with my children or something of that sort, I always say, well, where was your teacher at? Okay, because I want to know, where was the adult during this type of interaction? Okay, where were the teachers, the coaches? They have tents set up and you got kids out there. No adults were out there. Like, where? I'm ready to hear all of these details, because a lot of things we don't know yet. Okay, we can kind of picture or wonder, but a lot of the details and the facts of it, they have not presented all of that yet, because that is going to be a question of where were the coaches, where were the adults? Because I'm thinking that there is probably a time where, if you think of kids and there's like a little disagreement or something going on, a crowd starts to form. Okay, that's how we know when something's about to pop off. You get kids pulling out cell phones. You see a whole little crew starting to gather. Okay, and so the teachers are usually like, what's going on? Because something's about to pop off. So we didn't just ask and stab. It couldn't have happened like that. Okay, it could have been, oh my goodness, these two, they're looking at each other, they're talking, it's a crowd forming. Like, at that point, Where were the adults? Okay, who was there to intervene in all of that? Not blaming anyone, but that is something that is valid to know. Were these children being supervised? Okay, I heard it was raining really bad. That's why Karmelo was sitting there. Okay, Pammy Pooey, welcome. Thank you for bringing that fact out, because I didn't even know about the rain part. That makes a difference. Tangela said, can't wait to review the facts. Right, me too. Brittany said, yes, exactly, open book. Two different things with how you ask to move, but yes, sad situation. Exactly. Austin should have called for an adult or a coach. He took it upon himself to move K. Anthony. It wasn't his place. Right. Because some people feel like, they can run you and things like that. No, go get an adult and let the adult ask him to move. Because how y'all probably asked, he was probably already on the defensive. Okay. But let me stick to the facts. I cannot, give my opinions and I don't do it too much. All right. So the athletic trainers, they told first responders that Austin Metcalf was not conscious and not breathing. Okay. The first responders, when they came, they started administering CPR. They tried to give him blood, but unfortunately, he passed away at the scene. Okay. Now, when they arrested Karmelo, okay, Officer Eduardo Cortez, he's a school resource officer. He was the first one to arrive at the scene. So he wasn't even there, okay? And Karmelo allegedly said that I was protecting myself, okay? When he told him to put his hands in the air, he immediately said that. The officer then communicated to others that he had the alleged suspect in custody, to which Anthony said, I'm not alleged, I did it. So he is already confessing that he did it. Okay. Now, when the police officer searched him, he did not find any weapons on him. And y'all, something that I learned in a criminal investigation class, let's see, Busy Bee said the teachers were probably hiding. Girl, you crazy. They don't get paid enough and they aren't allowed to intervene, so they might as well just take up. Okay, because I don't break up fights. I'll get some help though. Okay. I'll get some help, but I'm not jumping in the middle of a fight. Okay. Hi, pretty eyes. Thank you for joining. So the weapon was not on him, and the officer Cortez, he said that Karmelo was very emotional, and he said he put his hands on me. This is what Karmelo was telling him. He said he put his hands on me. I told him not to. And then another officer at the scene described Anthony as crying hysterically. Once the suspect was inside the vehicle, Cortez noticed fresh blood on his left hand. Now, this is interesting, y'all. Even in that, okay, after he stabbed him, I got to go back to what I said too, I'm about to say. He asked the officer, Karmelo asked the officer, is he going to be okay? He was concerned about Austin, okay, and he was asking, is he going to be okay? Hi, T Nice. Thank you for joining, sis. So he was really, really worried. He said he was trying to protect himself. He did do it. And then he asked, is he going to be okay? Now, my criminal investigating class, the professor said that anytime a person stabs a person, in order to stab someone, you have to get up on them. It's up close and personal, right? And so, as opposed to using a pow pow, okay? And so, y'all, and let me just insert, this is just my thought process. I'm just talking through something. Now, I know they haven't said why that not the pow, why the knife was in his backpack. That's one of my wonderings. Okay, why was he walking around with a knife um, in his backpack? Um, my other wondering with this is, has he had a history, or has someone bullied him or something of that sort before. Like these are things that may come out later. Um, these are things that I'm just wondering. Was it a trigger to something that possibly happened before? These I don't know for sure. Those are just questions and wonderings that I have. Right, the introvert speaks. That in itself, asking if he's okay. In my opinion, I don't think that he wanted to unalive him. Okay, he was trying to, in his mind, protect himself, but I don't think he was purposely trying to unalive him. And you have to consider, it was multiple people around him. I was watching another live and she talked about how big these boys were compared to him. He was like 130 pounds. These other boys are 225 pounds almost, each. That's a lot. You feel intimidated. Okay. Now, although, let me go ahead and put this here. Hi, Kathleen. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I didn't think about that open book. Yes. Okay. That's just on my mind. Okay. Hi, Cancer 66. Welcome. It's the elephant in the room. Okay. As much as we don't want this to be a racial situation, I feel that in the coming days, because it's already starting, it is going to turn out to be something like that, where some people are not going to be able to divide the two. Like the situation, keep it at the situation. It is going to become, I believe, a racial situation. Now, I was just in another live with Brother Esco, and I brought this situation up. They didn't know about what happened with this, and they said, interesting, because these types of situations happen with black on black. We don't hear about these in the news. If it was the other way around, would we hear about it? So those types of questions and things will probably come up. Be prepared. Okay. It's sad regardless. In this situation, it's sad for both parties. Because one thing we don't know is all of the facts and details. Okay. We know what's been put out there so far. There are people with video footage. Now, also, y'all, this is something that I heard today as well. They allegedly took up all the phones of the kids that had recorded what happened. Okay, this is America. Sadly, it's more often than not racial. Okay. If the tables were turned, it would be different. I believe so. Yes, I like that. Too was in self-defense. He didn't want to harm him. Right. If you told the go ahead and touch me, find out what happens, would that be considered premeditated? Oh, Kathleen, that's a good point. Okay. That's probably going to come up too, that he said that. That's a good point. It would be racial, sorry to say it. Exactly. Eventually, I believe it's going to start like, why would you not sit with your team? I want to know that too, Kathleen. Like, did his team have a tent? Or did he just feel like, this is a tent right here. If it's raining, let me just go sit here. Yeah, I could see. Yeah, I understand your question too, your point. Hi, Joy. Welcome. Thank you for joining. That's a very good point. I'm ready to hear these details. These are questions that we have prior to all of this being laid out. Now, while the first responders tried to save Metcalf under a nearby tent, other investigators at the scene began looking for the knife, and they heard Anthony had used to stab Metcalf. So then they found the knife in the stands. Investigators also spoke to over 24 people who saw what happened. So like 20, I told y'all, it was going to be a group. They're going to start forming. Anytime it's like some type of drama, a fight about to happen, these kids start just gathering, okay? One witness told authorities that he was sitting under a Memorial High tent, school tent with the team, while Metcalf and Anthony were sitting nearby. Anthony was sitting under the team's tent when Metcalf told him he needed to move. Now, see, that's different than what the brother said. Hunter said. Hunter, the twin brother, said, "Oh, we were coming back from the field house and we saw him sitting there and we asked him to move." Okay, this witness said, "No, they told him to move." See, those are two totally different things. Telling someone to move and asking, your whole approach can either escalate an issue or, hey, de-escalate. It's all in your tone and how y'all are approaching me. Not to, say none of that is worth a person's life. I'm just saying this is leading up to the incident. Okay. Um, then Anthony, they said, grabbed his bag, opened it, and reached inside and proceeded to tell Austin Metcalf, "Touch me and see what happens." Now, see, y'all, somebody went to grabbing their bag and saying, "Touch me or see what happens." I think I would have left them alone. Okay. That's my opinion. I probably would have been like, "Oh, shoots." Okay, because see, nowadays, I know we say, "Oh, they could have just gotten to a fight." Baby, who fighting? The adults want to say that, but then y'all quick to say, "Oh, no, it's open carry. I got mine in case somebody want to come for me." Okay. Baby, these people are not fighting no more. They aren't. Adults are not fighting. Okay. Y'all quick to tell the kids go on and fight. Y'all not fighting. Okay, so my thing is, hey, he had some protection on him. Now, like I said, I don't know why has anything previously happened, but why are you walking around with a knife in your backpack? That's a question that I have. Okay. Busy B said asking versus telling warrants two different responses depending on your tone. Hello. Okay. Hey, T Goddess, welcome. Yes, girl, it is unraveling by the day. Yes. You know what, Kathleen? I don't know. I think they had to be because it was like a track meet. So it was two different high schools. Yes. Okay. I'm telling you, baby, people not fighting no more. Adults not even fighting. Okay. They pulling out what they got. And so I probably would have, if someone's digging into a bag, because of I know the times that we're living in, and they said, "Touch me or you're gonna see what happens," I'm gonna leave them alone. Okay, something wrong with you. I'm about to move. You crazy for real or something wrong. Okay, like let me leave you alone. Okay, I'm not gonna stand around and see what you pulling out or anything like that. Right, it's no judgment, Kathleen. This is a no judgment zone. We are just thinking this thing through. We just have questions. Of course, all of the facts have not been put out there yet. So these are valid questions. So everyone feel free to share your thoughts because it gets us all, I like having these conversations, gets us all to thinking about things from a different, different perspectives. T Goddess said, "I heard he had friends under the tent he was under. This is a sad situation." Right. They said other people were sitting under the tent as well that were not from that school. So my thing is, why didn't y'all ask or tell them to move as well? Why was it just him? Okay. So then Metcalf touched Anthony. Who then told Metcalf to punch him and see what happens. Metcalf then grabbed Anthony, allegedly, to tell him to move again. So see, he keeps pushing it each time. Okay. And that's when Anthony pulled out the knife and stabbed Metcalf once in the chest before running away. Then Metcalf began grabbing his chest and telling people to get help. And then he was pronounced dead shortly after. Now, I wanted to show a short video of a witness, an account from a witness that was there telling what he saw. In this video, shout out to, let's see, what's the name of it? Okay, here we go. Okay, shout out to the Star Report for this snippet I am going to play for you all.
The witness who gives details, audio details, by the way, with regards to the stabbing of Austin Metcalf. Here we go.
Hey, everybody trying to get back to their cars. It was raining. They got rained out like crazy bad. Everybody trying to get back to their cars or get in, places where they, wouldn't get all extra with it. Dude, dude was sitting up under the tent, right? He was on his phone, right? My daughters was up under the same goddamn tent. Yeah. So I'm paying attention to my kids, but at the same time, they're in the same vicinity. So I'm watching everything going on around it because I'm there for my children. So dude walks up, McKellen, bro, he wasn't even under the tent at the time. They came from a whole separate tent and walked over there. They intentionally went over there to this kid, man. Dude was sitting there on his phone just trying to get dry. You feel me? One thing went from another. They grabbed this man and they tried to punch on dude. Dude went in his bag and whatever. They went to try to jump this dude and punch on this dude, man. And he protected himself, dude. That's what happened. Yeah. It wasn't just one. It was both of them, bro. Austin, the dude that got unalive, and his brother physically went over there to intentionally. He had to. It's not to the point that he brought a knife. For one, it wasn't on school property. The school is at least 5 to 10 miles away. It was a whole.
Okay, now let me stop for a second. Okay, Kathleen, that question was brought up during the press conference today, and I'm gonna tell y'all about his lawyer because they said he has a really good lawyer. He said that that information has not been released yet as to why he had that night. So they're going to get to the bottom of that and talk about it. It just hasn't come out yet because that was my number one question too. What has happened previously, or why did he have that in his backpack? Were there previous issues and things of that sort that he felt that he needed protection? And just by looking at him in his pictures, y'all, he had a family picture. I saw this picture that's on the screen and so forth. He looks like a reserved person where the facial expression doesn't really change. Like he just looks like cool, calm, and collected, and so forth. So I'm just wondering, have other students messed with him before? Those types of things. So I don't know that yet. They haven't shared it yet. Shout out to Shelly Shells for the super sticker. Thank you so much, sis, for being a sponsor for tonight. I appreciate the love. Hi, Tammy. Welcome. The introvert speaks says, I wonder if this guy provided an official statement to the police. I hope so. I hope so too. Hi, V. Good evening. Thank you for joining. Okay, we're gonna say alleged because we got to see more proof of that. Okay, but it was some stuff I want to say about that. But hi, I'm gonna leave that alone. Hi, Chris. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay, so it wasn't on school property. So yeah, prior incident probably happened. See, we don't know yet, y'all. Like we can guess they do play for rival teams. It wasn't on school property. I still think because it's a school function, you are not allowed to bring a weapon. Okay, so I think that's going to come out as well. That he had this at a school function. Okay, they consider that a weapon. So they could have met. I'm curious to know. That probably gonna come out. Also, did they meet before? Do they know each other? Was there a girl? I think someone put that in the chat. I think Kathleen. Was there a girl that they both like? I mean, hey, we got questions. Hey Lolo, hey sis, thank you for joining. Brittany said, I'm not saying what he did wasn't right, but when people say leave them alone, leave them alone. Yes, okay. I think they probably thought because it was more of them against him, they could take him, and do what they wanted to do, get away with it. Hi PM, welcome. Thank you for joining. And that's just my opinion.
It was community track meet, bro. It wasn't a school track meet. So he had the right to have a knife on his person, bro.
I don't think so.
Okay, you just heard the audio. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Supposedly, I don't think that he could have that at a school because it was hosted by Frisco ISD. at their facility, you're not allowed to bring that. They said the victim should have went and gotten security or an adult to ask him to move if he wasn't supposed to be sitting there, and he definitely should have kept his hands to himself. Yes, I agree. But see, these kids don't, especially when you're that old, you're 17, you think you almost out of school, you're grown. They thought that they could just handle it themselves, maybe intimidate him or get him to move up out of, from under that tent. But when he did move, and then hands started being put, and then he say, "If you put your hands on me, you're gonna see what happens." Grabbing the backpack, all of that. Okay, that was time to stop. Okay, if someone says you're gonna see what happens, you need to leave that person alone. Okay, something's going on, and I would have still went and told somebody, because I'll be like, "What's in that backpack that he about to go for?" What are you trying to get out this backpack? PM said if the event was at another school or facility, the weapons policy would be in effect. No weapons. Exactly. Yes, a lot of good questions, and we need some answers. Right. V said, move from a seat you're not supposed to be in. You move, and why did he have a knife? Yo, that was the question. The lawyer said, because someone asked that at the press conference, and he said that they're not talking about that as of yet, of why he had that knife. And it's not okay to stab someone if you get to an altercation. I'm sorry, that's not okay. He shouldn't get off. Um, Right, and V, I don't know if you know this too. So he was sitting there first. See, the way that it's being presented, that I even took it, was that these boys were sitting there, and this little boy came over there and was messing with them or sitting up under their tent, and they trying to get him out of there. He was sitting there. They went to him. They said other people were sitting there too. They said it was raining, but they went now. Hunter, the twin, said we asked him to move. Okay, I don't see these seats. Excuse me, could you please move out of these seats? And this little boy just takes a knife and go at them. No, come on now. That doesn't even sound right. Now, how you go to a person, okay, your tone, your brother, y'all way bigger than him, and he said some other kids were with them coming over to this little boy, probably scared, and I know what y'all about to do. Okay. And so, um, yeah, he could have gotten up. Yeah, it did not have to be taken there. An adult should have been around to intervene, or they should have gotten help. A lot of things could have happened, but we're gonna have to look at, once they start putting out facts, what really happened. Was he really defending himself at that point? Because he did give a warning. Now, if you keep touching me, then that could be looked at as self-defense, because I've told you not to touch me, or you're gonna see what happens, and you still touch me. Hey, I guess you want to see what's going to happen at that point. I'm not trying to be funny, but if people are telling you in the real world, don't touch me, okay? And let me say this, and I'm not saying this about Karmelo, but let me just say this, period. People have to be careful with that, because you have autistic students out here that they do not want you touching them. It triggers them. And people need to be aware of that. They don't like you in their face. Some of them don't even look at you eye to eye. So you need to understand, don't be touching on people's kids or each other. Like I tell my kids, go tell a teacher first. You don't touch another student. Now, if they hit you, or you have to quickly defend yourself, that's something totally different. But some students are autistic, and you have some highly intelligent autistic students that do not like for you to touch them. And I'm not saying this about him, because I don't know if he's like that. I'm just saying from an educator's perspective that there are kids out here that touch is a huge trigger for them. They are very strong if they come at you too. Okay? I'm just letting y'all know. So even adults need to know that about other people's kids. Be sensitive to that, because you will be fooled. They are very smart. Some of them are very smart. Okay? When I say that, I mean depending on the end of the spectrum, where they are highly functioning and you wouldn't even be able to tell that they were autistic. That's how much of a little that you will be able to tell about them. But we cannot be out here touching people, especially if if even as adults, if we tell somebody, don't touch me, and somebody keeps touching you, what you gonna do? That's what I want y'all to put yourselves there. What are you gonna do? Oh, let me go run and find a teacher. Okay. I mean, that's the, but they keep on, it's a group surrounding you. What I mean, in his mind, I can't really say, but I'm just saying, what was he thinking during that time? They should have went to get an adult and okay, let's see. Did I read that one? You want to defend yourself, defend yourself. That's the problem. People are scared to use their hands. Well, shoes, with his 130 pounds and you got two brothers, 200 something, baby, that's almost 500 pounds against 130. They could have snapped you. Okay. Baby, that's not a fair fight. And you got your crew with you. Baby, please. I'm trying to make it home to see another day. Okay. Are the rules you're supposed to stay with your team? It was when I was growing up. Possibly, yeah. I don't even know if the teams were there. Like all of that information hasn't come out yet. Now look, one is dead and the other one's life is ruined. Yep. Touch trigger. Absolutely. Yes. Hi, Sherry. Welcome. This wasn't that situation. He came with the knife. Why? They have not talked about that yet, V. That's what I'm saying. Those are questions we all have. They haven't said why he had a knife in his backpack. That's what we were saying earlier. Had he possibly been involved with a bully situation before or someone messing with him before, and maybe he felt like he needed this? I don't know, because that was my question as well. They just haven't talked about it. If anything, Anthony should have been charged for having a weapon at a school function, but not for the stabbing. Yeah, definitely gonna. Yeah, that part. It's not okay to bring a weapon to this. And why not just move, especially if you felt threatened? Unless I felt my life was in danger, he should have moved, especially, okay, if he felt threatened. I think I read that one. I'm going to protect myself if someone touches me. Okay. I'm not even putting myself in a situation like that. If I know I'm sitting somewhere else, I'm not supposed to be sitting in a group of people. Come and say something to me, I'm moving. I don't got time for BS, especially if I'm by myself. Well, I don't know if someone, because they said some other people were sitting there as well. So I don't know. Was he standing? And Texas is a stand your ground state. Okay, so we'll see. He didn't have to move. And that's what I want to know, the details of this tent situation. Like, hopefully all of that comes out. Like, was anyone allowed to sit under the tent, or like those types of details? Like, why were they asking him to move? It was raining. Were there other tents? Were there other kids from other schools under there? Why did y'all single him out? Like, it's a whole lot of questions. Should have left him alone. Okay. So yeah, all of that happened, and then let's see, it was something else. And I was trying to figure out now. I know that they have the GoFundMe's going. Uh, Karmelo, his family has one GoFundMe account, but why does Austin Metcalf's family have two? The mom set up one and the dad set up one. Y'all had one son. So why y'all both setting up GoFundMe accounts? That was another wondering. I mean, it was one child. So just why not combine them? Carmelo's has raised over 500,000, about 500,000 so far. And I think Austin's has raised about 300 something thousand, 325,000 as of Friday. So more and more people are probably contributing to that as well. So he had been in jail all of that time until today. Okay, he's been in custody since April the 2nd, y'all. That's been 12 days. He has no priors, and he has been in jail for 12 days. That in itself, Lord, I probably would have been scared. Good Lord. You go to jail for the first time, and especially on a charge like that. Lord have mercy. If you know about sports rivalry, high school, you know. Okay, sound like they were trying to bully him. Mm. If I'm not mistaken, with the standard ground, you can't cause more harm than the possible harm that could have been caused to you. That's a good one. Metcalf parents are divorced. Still one child. Baby, why y'all got two go for me? Trying to make some money. I agree with open book. If there is 5 versus 1, what do you expect? What do you expect will happen? He protected himself. Let's see. If I'm not mistaken, with the stand your ground law, you can't cause more harm than the possible harm that you're standing your ground on. He stabbed him. The boy grabbing him up. Correct. Did they fight? And you know what? Yeah, I'm hoping that because to stand your ground with Trayvon Martin, okay, hopefully, baby, because I don't see how he was able to stand his ground and shoot him, fight him and shoot him, whatever that man, what was his name? Because what he didn't, Trayvon didn't even have a weapon. Okay, he didn't even have anything. And what was the guy's name? I done forgot his name. Ugh. And he won. Okay, baby, not guilty. Baby. Okay, so they better try to find out what law and loopholes he went through, because he definitely overstepped. This boy was going home. Okay, with his Skittles and his fruit punch. You messing with him. Okay, you done all this fighting and sir, mind your Zimmerman. Thank you. What you standing your ground for? When you following me, you coming up on me, and to be honest, they coming up on him. He was sitting under the tent. Did they purchase the tent? Was it theirs? Did they buy it? So the people who bought it, see, this is how I would have handled my students in that situation. They come at me with this. Is this yours? Did you pay for this? Okay. Why are you so upset? Is it enough seats right here? Okay. What do you have a seat under the tent? Okay, have a seat. That's what I would have said. That's what I would have said. Okay, sit down because you're making a big deal out of nothing. Why you so worried about the boy sitting here? It's raining out here. Have a seat. Okay, he gonna go to his tent where he's supposed to go when this rain clears up. They probably wouldn't have liked me as a teacher. Okay, the mother and the father are not together. The mother hates the father for wait, huh? The mother hates the father for a crime he committed. They are doing things separately, like in competition. Oh, yes, someone did say he had an alleged SA charge from 2011. Lord have mercy. But still, they know what they're doing. They're trying to get double the money. Anthony went under the tent to get out of the rain, which I can understand. He wasn't looking for trouble. Right. What was the reason he was under there? But no excuse. They don't need to go funnies. Exactly. Okay. My sons say no weather should not be a factor. They would have went to a tent where their teammates were. But Sherry, I'm wondering, did his team have a tent? That's another wondering and a question I have. Did they have a tent? Hi, Dare to Search. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Okay, don't put your hands on people. Yeah, and I'm not saying that it's right. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's right. But what did Zimmerman do? Did he shoot? I tried to block that out of my mind. He had Skittles. I thought he had a tea. Y'all done blocked that out of my mind. I'm so mad. Oh my goodness. Hi, Daily Sis with Jazzy J. Yes, hands up. Okay. Yes, Zimmerman never went to jail. He never went to jail. Okay, yeah, he should have been found guilty. That man was guilty, guilty, and guilty. I think he was looking for trouble going under a rival's tents. Okay, so Sherry has a different perspective. Okay. Exactly. He shouldn't have gotten off. Right. Zimmerman should have been in jail. How is he free? He unalived the boy for no reason. Right. Hi, Jessica. There's so much to this. Yes, it's layers to this thing. My thing is, why was his parents so quick to be interviewed on the news? Oops. Okay. Yes, they are being greedy. It was their team's tent, and they had personal items underneath that tent. Well, that okay. Now, V, we don't know that because let me tell you why. I saw a video and Hunter, which is Austin's brother, his twin brother, said that him, Austin, and some more of their friends were walking from the field house. And that's when they saw him under a tent. It looked like they hadn't even been there yet. So that's why I'm curious to know. Y'all coming from a field house, why did it bother y'all that he was under that tent? It wasn't like they were sitting there and got up and came back. Now I don't know if they left their stuff there earlier or not, but I mean, how many people were in the stands? Anyone could have taken something if that's what they were concerned about. It's not like it's a locked door right there, so anybody could have taken something. Why did they single him out? Is my question. I hope we get to the bottom of that. The father's past crimes should not fall on his team. No, it shouldn't. I wish so bad that one of the two would have had enough sense to walk away. This is going to follow Anthony the rest of his life. Yes, Brenda, and welcome. Yeah, I thought so, Brittany. He had both tea and Skittles. Right. Busy Bee said it doesn't matter at this point. He had his Zuzus and his Wham Whams from the corner store. He wasn't afraid. She said it didn't matter what he had. Okay. Right, girl. I think I was so angry I done blocked it out of my mind because I was so mad. He wasn't looking for trouble, but he brought a knife to a school function. V, I get it. But we don't know if that was in there for other reasons. You see what I'm saying? Like, we haven't gotten to that part yet. Hi, Rochelle. Welcome. I would say my girls carry protection as well. With the world we live in, I prefer it. Okay, girl, I'm telling you, people are not fighting anymore, V. Like, as much as we would say they should just fought, you'll see some fights, but to be honest, these kids got all kind of stuff. Y'all, I was nervous. When I was really working at the schools on campuses, I was so nervous. I was so nervous. They got to the point where they told kids they had to put the backpacks to on they couldn't carry them around. Like, oh my gosh. You'll be surprised with these kids having these backpacks. It's crazy. Parents and news interviews were sketchy, especially the mother's interview. There's more to this incident. Definitely, okay, better safe than sorry. Mm. If he was sitting there, they could have asked, do you mind if we join you? That would have been the more polite thing for them to do. Yeah, in a perfect world, they like wanted him to move. Allegedly, the twins were help. Their allegedly the twins were helping their coach put up the tent. They walked away and came back when it started raining. Okay, thank you, Jessica. Okay. Yeah, see, a lot of stuff we just don't know, and it's good if some of y'all have heard some things and so forth. Because I was like, I'm going by what he said. He said they were walking from the field house. So I didn't know if they had their things. Now, factors during this hearing today, because remember they had um, an hour-long hearing because they wanted to get his bond reduced from the judge approved from 1 million to a $250,000 bond. Now he's been in custody since April the 2nd, when he was arrested, and he's going to be under house arrest. Okay, and the judge is Angela Tucker, and let me pull up her credentials. Judge Angela Tucker is a graduate of UT Austin and Dedman School of Law at SMU. She has been licensed for 23 years and has spent her entire legal career in Collin County, handling cases in the three areas of law heard by her court, which are criminal, family, and civil. Judge Tucker has served Collin County as judge of the 199th District Court since 2012. Okay, so that is the judge that approved his bond to be reduced on today. Hi, Beverly. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Shailene said, I don't carry a knife, but I do travel with a pow pow. With a pow pow. I don't look for trouble, but if trouble finds me, it's on. Okay. It's all good until it's your loved one that's urged for making a bad decision. Did they fight or did he get grabbed up? He got, I think, grabbed up, and he kept telling him, "Don't touch him, or he will, see what happens." So at that point, that could have went the other way too. If I'm telling you, "Don't touch me, or you'll see what happens," that's a red flag that you need to stop. Okay, so it could go both ways. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, everyone has valid points, because for one, you shouldn't have that there. Another, if somebody tell you leave them alone and don't touch them, you need to leave them alone, don't touch them. Okay, so yeah, and it's not a win-win situation in this case, y'all. It's not. No one wins. Okay, I believe the twins have bullied him in the past. And Rochelle, I'm wondering, was there a connection? Have they messed with them before? Like, I'm hoping all of these things come out. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that some of this will come out during this trial. I asked my son what if he had a friend on the rival team, and he said he would have told him, "No, homie, we will kick it after the meet." Okay, because this was so publicized, it would be a long way to jury selection. Yes, okay. See, God has said this is sad. I think they were trying to punk him out of the tent, and he was scared to lose the fight or get jumped. Yep, I agree. Yes, this is crazy, a crazy world we are living in. Kids and adults are bullied. You'll be surprised at what people have. Other people have to be very careful of what they say to someone else, because you don't know how they will react. Yes, I agree. Busy Bee said, "I keep that thing on me, but I also keep a knife and a taser." Oh, girl. Okay. Golly, girl. You got everything. It's a fight or flight. It's fight or flight, Kathleen. Okay. It really is. Your mind goes into fight or flight mode. I have a recording I was going to put up on my page and didn't want to seem divisive. Been thinking about it all day. This conversation is going so well, so I guess it's okay to do so. Yeah, like we respect everyone's perspectives, and things of that sort. Yeah, it's no wins for anyone in this situation. It's all sad. Um, and so he's going to have to be under house arrest. He has an ankle bracelet that he has to wear. Now, the factors that they consider when you go to one of these types of hearings is they think about his age. They would look at his lack of a criminal history, because he doesn't have any priors or anything. Okay, his ties to the community. Okay, he was the captain of the football team. He had gotten accepted into a lot of great schools. He had a 4.0 GPA, and also, what was I about to say? He comes from a great family. Let me see if I can pull up that. Oh, y'all! And then I was watching another another channel, and she had pulled up an article. Y'all, back about 6 years ago, he saved a young man from drowning in that county. He was drowning, and he said that he just went into instinct and jumped in to save the little boy from drowning. So he was a hero at that point. We don't hear about these things though. We're not hearing. I saw a lot of the titles, killer teen, and things of that sort. Yeah, let's talk about it all. Okay, is it possible that this could have been just one of those times where he just snapped, or what did they call it, crime of passion? But I think that's between love or stuff. Anyway, because I was trying to go back into my mind with our criminal investigating class. But yeah, those are things that was so like brave of him. He didn't know the little boy. He just saw the little boy drowning and jumped in and saved him, from drowning. And so people called him one of their community's heroes. So they think about that. Then they talk to various people, family members, close friends, football coaches, managers. He had a part-time job trying to save up money for college, so they're going to get into all of that. So all of that was a part of making that decision. And it's I wanted to show y'all a brief part of this press conference. Let me see if I can pull this up. Is this it? Let's see. Oh, let me show y'all this. Let me make sure I'm not missing. I was on another screen, y'all. Hold on, I'm getting behind again. It's turned out to be a racist thing instead of right versus wrong. Brenda, that's what I said earlier. Yes, unfortunately, it's going to come down to that. It's already starting. I hate to say it, but it will eventually start looking like that. I hate that, but because it's not that. Well, we don't know if it's that with these boys, okay, and what really happened during that interaction. We don't know, okay. But I hope this is not blown out of proportion where just, hey, no one wins in this. A child lost his life. Okay, so he already had the knife in his hands ready. No, it was in his backpack. Hey, PM, welcome. He had a point to prove and he proved it, and now his life is ruined. Black young man in Texas, he's done. I'm not going to say that because we don't know yet. He hasn't been tried yet. Brenda, that is a matter of personal opinion. It's not mine with respect. Let's see. Karmelo seems like a quiet young man, reserved and etc. They always try to say something bad about a black young man, talk about the good things. Yeah, let's talk about everything because I was thinking about something when it's some other cases like George Floyd, things like that. People have lost their lives. They start going into the backgrounds. They start posting what they did in the past and all of that. We didn't hear none of this. I didn't hear this until I was watching the content creator because it definitely has not been on the news. Okay, so why are we not looking into all of that? So I wanted to highlight some of those things as well. Okay, because that's going to play a part when they do go to trial. They're going to look at the whole picture, not just this one situation. They're going to ask about different things, surrounding the situation, but they're going to go back. His lawyers, if they're great lawyers, are going to lay all of that out. Fox News and other channels are setting a narrative. Yeah, early on. Hi, Mrs. E. Welcome. Okay, and we're not saying that what he did was right, but we don't hear about any of that. Okay, this is what I'm trying to share. So this here was a picture of them, his family going into the courthouse. Now, this young man over here in the blue, he is from Dallas. And his name is, oh, shoot. Hold on, y'all. Let me remove the judge. Okay, let me make this bigger. Okay, the one on the right in the blue, his name is Dominique Alexander. He is an activist that joins in on cases of this sort. And so you'll also see him when he's coming out of the courthouse, when he's escorting Karmelo out of the courthouse after he was released. Some of the news media, they were trying to get at him, get the microphone all in his face, and so he was kind of pushing them to the side, like let him through. But yes, he's also working with the family on this case. He was singled out. The boys don't own them tents. Who are they to tell somebody to move? It's sad all around, but message is to be had. Right? If you don't own it, shut up. You don't own this space. Don't know much of the other team, right? He never been in trouble, but he should have had better sense. Okay. I've been watching since it happened, and there's some nasty things being said. Oh, definitely. Yes. Is it true that he was the only one from that school in that bleacher area? Now, Sherry, I'm not sure because I played a clip earlier from a father, and he said that his daughter was also underneath that tent as well. Okay, let me see. Is this showing on the screen? Okay, it is. Okay, good.
For our entire, not just Frisco, but Collin County community. One family has suffered a permanent loss. It's the most unnatural thing for a parent to lose their child. It's permanent, it's profound, it's certainly premature, and it's the hardest thing that I think a human being can go through is to lose their child. The Anthony family has had a different kind of loss, but not a loss nonetheless. The judge has made her call, and we look forward to continuing the process and looking forward to reviewing all the facts of the case. This has definitely rocked our entire community. And so it has struck a nerve in the community, and it's hard for everybody to be level-headed at a time like this. So that's where we come in. It's our job to be level-headed, to be fact-based, and to follow the truth wherever it leads.
Self-defense is a protection that applies to each and every one of us.
Now, the guy with the glasses, that is Carmelo Anthony's lawyer. His name is Mike Howard, and they say that he is a very good lawyer. So they have now recruited him for this case. I don't know what the word is. Recruited, I don't know what else they call it. What is the word, y'all? It's on the tip of my tongue. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
There are two sides to every story. And Karmelo is a 17-year-old kid and an excellent student. He is the captain of his track team. He is the captain of his football team. And prior to this, what was on his mind was what college he was going to go to. This is a tragedy all the way around for both families. Rushing to judgment, trial by public perception and trial by media is not how we ensure justice is done. We are confident that after a full investigation, that the truth will come out.
Okay. So, like he said, they're going to have a full investigation. Booksmart doesn't add up to good sense. Oh, yeah, definitely. They're going to, do a full investigation of what took place. And so I'm ready to hear, more of the details. Definitely going to continue to follow this. Now, my thing is, y'all, I'm praying for him and his family's protection. Because he is out on bond, although he has to be at home and so forth. I do pray for his protection, and his family, because not everyone was happy, okay, in that courtroom. Because you have the other side, the other family, of course, they didn't look at this as good news that he was let out on bond, which is understandable because it's their loved one that got unalived. So I can definitely understand that part. Um, he had his hand in the bag and was ready. That's why he threatened him beforehand at a school event with other kids that had to witness it. I'm confused about that because they said he picked up, he didn't just have it in his hand and just go for it. Like they talked some, the guy, Austin pushed him, the young man. And that's when he said, touch me again or something. What was it, y'all? Touch me. Let's see. I don't want to put words in his mouth. Let me go back to my other article. Oh, I just had it. Hold on. Oh, touch me and see what happens. Touch me and see what happens. And then it said, okay, so Anthony grabbed his bag, opened it, and reached inside, and then proceeded to tell Metcalf, touch me and see what happens. Metcalf touched Anthony, who then told Metcalf to punch him and see what happens, the witness said. Metcalf then grabbed Anthony to tell him to move again, and that's when Anthony pulled out a knife and allegedly stabbed Metcalf once in the chest before running away. But then he also, when the cops got him and he was in the car, he asked, was he okay? Was Metcalf okay? So I believe, in my opinion, If you were really trying to get somebody, you're not about to ask if they're okay. Okay, you don't care. So I believe he was trying to defend himself and then got scared and thought about what he just did in the moment and was wondering, oh my gosh, he freaking out because they said he was crying hysterically. He admitted that he did it. It wasn't alleged. He said he did it. And then he had asked, was he okay? Yes, Brittany, I think so. Hey, I'm chosen. Welcome. Is this the kid that the white boy told him to get out the chair? Yes. At the he was sitting under the tent, and one of the twins said they asked him, but some witnesses said they came up to him and told him. So those are two different things. Yes, true protection over him and his family. His school, well, he attends, Carmelo attends Frisco Centennial High School. This event took place at a Frisco um, Cockendale Stadium. So it wasn't at one of the schools, but it was at like one of the district stadiums. Yes, he had a knife with him. He threatened the boy, and then he acted on his threat rather than move. Okay, so V, my question is this, because I see that you're saying that. So was he not right in saying, touch me and see what happens? Was he not supposed to touch him? He touched him. Why did he touch him? If we're gonna say that, then why did he touch him? Even if he was to say, oh, I have a knife right here, it's in my hand. He said, touch me and see what happens. At that point, he should have definitely left. Because if somebody has a backpack and they look like they reaching for something, then definitely not going to stand around and see what happens. Okay, I'm going to go get some help, tell them that I think he has something or something. So yeah, we can look at that both ways, in my opinion. He should have left the boy alone. Don't touch people. Okay. And yeah, I'm not justifying what he did either. But I'm saying we cannot, on both sides of that, it's wrong. And it's a sad situation, but both of them are wrong. Oh, yeah. Very wealthy. Oh, yes, Kathleen. Okay. That area, that's why we're hearing about this. Okay. I'm telling you, if you can get physical between, because usually stuff like this not even on the news too much, y'all, seriously. uh, it can here in that area. It can get physical between rivals at sporting events, but with this, if you can't throw hands, then you can get to stepping. Okay. He said he was said to be twice his size. Yeah. Because on the arrest report, Carmelo was 130 pounds, and allegedly these boys are like 200 something pounds. I heard that too. I'm chosen, but I haven't seen it anywhere else. That's why I'm waiting to see when all of these facts come out. He had okay. Let's see. No, it happened too fast. He had that knife. That's why he felt comfortable making that threat, and then immediately acted on that threat. But they came up to him. He didn't go to them. So if you go up to people, you are the threat, in my opinion. Not, you see what I'm saying? Like, you the threat, because I'm not bothering you. I'm just sitting here. So if you come into my space and you telling me to move and all of this with your boys, your gang, and all of that, then I'm gonna feel a little threatened by you. Y'all coming up to me. He didn't just go up to the boy and say, let me take out a knife and do this. He felt threatened. And then I think he gave them a warning. So I'm hoping they consider all of that as well. Regardless of whether they gonna get him probably on, you're not supposed to have no knife and no school function. But if he already done told you and gave you a warning, leave him alone. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's right with the knife. No, they came to him. He was sitting there. And the brother said that. The twin brother said that. They walked up to him, his twin, and some more people. So y'all are coming to me. I'm not coming to y'all. That's a totally different thing, in my opinion. District Stadium. Yeah, it's considered school property, right? Yeah, he shouldn't have touched him, point blank, on that. I mean, that's just, don't touch people. A person can use deadly force to prevent bodily harm or death. Okay. I hope so, Kathleen, because I definitely want to follow that. I definitely want to follow this trial. I don't know when it's gonna be, but I definitely want to follow. Okay, B said he felt comfortable saying that because he had a weapon. If you know you can't defend yourself due to your size, you don't escalate. Stay escalated. I'm confused, B. Because you and your group walking up to somebody, right? And I don't know if they knew each other or not, because all of this has not come out. How is that right? Like, let's start there. Y'all coming up to me telling me to move, and I don't care what they did not ask politely. Okay. Witnesses have said that. Okay. Now, y'all are the aggressors. Go get somebody to come and tell me to move. Don't come up to me with all that. Okay, so let's start there. They're coming to him. Now, if he came over to their tent, they were sitting there chilling. Okay, that's a whole different story. Look, you coming over here with your backpack, but you walking up on me, and then I'm even giving you a warning after that. I'm not understanding. I'm trying to understand this part. They could have de-escalated. Go get some help. Go tell somebody, get him. Y'all in by that tent. So go get somebody to come and tell him to move. So it could go both ways. That's all I'm saying. It can go both ways on that part. It happens though all the time between rivals. It's not right, but boys are gonna tell you to get from over here. Right. I mean, they are. I don't agree. They approached him, not asking him to move. What makes that okay? Okay. And I get these point too, but I also feel that it could have been de-escalated on both sides. And in the part of them coming to him, they are the aggressors in that aspect. He didn't go over to them. Yeah, that's true about the phone. Yeah, that's what I want to know about that phone situation too. Because then if all of that happened too, that's a whole other level. If you taking my phone and you stepped on my phone and stuff, then you really done some stuff. Because I did hear about they had taken his phone to see some stuff, is out here. Well, we don't know if it's fact yet and things of that sort. But I did hear about a phone situation, so I don't know. And they de-escalated by telling. Maybe we just gonna agree to disagree. Because they should have went and gotten a note to move him. They could de-escalate, he could de-escalate. We're gonna agree to disagree on that part. Both of them could have de-escalated it. You don't walk up on people telling them to move. And be with your personality, you don't roll like that. You know somebody not about to come over to you telling you to get up and move. Are you okay with that? Oh, let me just get up and move. Girl, no, you don't even act like that. Because I know you're going to get body. Excuse me? What the? Who you talking to? Okay. The white kid was a bully. He felt entitled. I don't have sympathy for the white kid's family because his parents taught this behavior or they didn't check the behavior. Oops. Oh, Lord. I'm Joseph, girl. I think these two have a history in prior events. We're going to see. I'm telling you, it's going to be some stuff that comes out. Okay. There we go. The magic word. They were the aggressor, but as soon as you defend yourself, now you look like you are the person that's in the wrong. Come on now. We got to make it make sense. Yeah, that part, I'm just not understanding on that part. Him being a student athlete should know the unspoken rules. That's why I feel like he had a hidden agenda. Okay. That doesn't mean you had a point to prove. That just simply meant here are the consequences should you decide to act. Okay, I can see that. He didn't have to move. Okay, if y'all would like to bless my Cash App, it is on the screen. Also, if you would like to help me reach my goal tonight, any super chat of any amount is welcome. And I appreciate you all for being here. Free ways to support would be to hit the like button and also to watch the ads. They escalated the situation. They should have left him alone, period. I agree. They should have gotten an adult. I hope the brother learns a valuable lesson. Right. And I'm pretty sure if he self reflects, he has, because actually today, another thing that came out, the one that's still alive is the one that was really kind of doing a lot of the talking. Okay. But then his brother jumped in to kind of help him, So allegedly, so yeah, he may have some survivor's guilt or remorse, whatever they call it. I think survivor's guilt, because his brother has had to pay the price for that, and that is sad because he had to stand there and watch him pass away. So I know that that's hard. Why do you say he should have moved? And he should have kept his hands to himself. But it's okay. He stabbed someone for getting grabbed up. This is sad for both sides, right? Hi, Mrs. X. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Let's see. It's a 200 something pound person coming from me, and I'm under 140. Believe me, I'm getting a weapon. Leave me alone. Right. We love you too, B. Yeah, and that's all, y'all. We just having a conversation. Because of course, when it's something like this, you have varying viewpoints because it is a unique situation, on both sides. That's sad for both sides as well. And it could have been, we can talk all day about what both sides of this should have done differently, but we're here now. And unfortunately, one has lost his life. So my prayers is also with his family, his friends, throughout this. Hi, Mandy, welcome. Um, yes, girl, we're gonna follow this, Kathleen, because we want to know. We got questions, okay? Um, and also for Karmelo Anthony, his family, because also y'all, oh, it's a hard situation, because his parents also have to deal with the fact their child has done this to someone else's child. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm pretty sure they wonder, well, what happened? Why did you do that? The questions, y'all. I was like, man, I would not want to know that my child did that. So on both sides, it's like then you hear, one of your children telling you that the other one's gone and all of this. So it's a difficult situation. Yes, we do. He probably been picked on before because why excuse me, why, yes, I'm chosen. That's what I was saying earlier. No, Mandy, thank the Lord. Ooh, no. But Mandy, all of this took place a little over an hour from me. Okay. Frisco is about a little over an hour from where I live. So it's close to home. This hits close to home. Um, but I'm chosen. That's what we were saying earlier is, and the sad thing about this, y'all, as we're thinking through questions and wonderings, if something had happened before, had he had a conversation with his parents, did they even know he had a knife in his backpack? I would hate to know this the first time, because some kids don't tell their parents if someone's bothering them. They just feel like, I got to protect myself. I'm going to take this to school in case that person bothers me again. Because we don't know if it was someone else at his school or on the way home or wherever. Sometimes they don't tell the parents because they don't want the parents, they especially if they're a senior, they don't want you coming out up to the school, embarrassing them, getting involved. So they feel like, I'm going to keep this as some protection. So it may have been in his backpack already, right? Hey, we don't know yet. Did something happen prior to this? Why was it there? Good question. Kathleen, I totally agree. I was just thinking the same. There's definitely some deep, long-standing history between those two that hasn't come to light yet. It's wild that it took all this. Let's see, I'm looking for the rest of it for the truth to start coming out. Right. I'm curious to know if they've known each other. Oh yeah, B, we all love you. Glad we were able to talk about it with respect. Right. It's really sad that it ended like that. Yes. If you touch me, we are fighting. And if you don't want to fight, you remove yourself from the situation. You don't stab someone. You don't show up to a school, even with the knife, if you feel like, I was looking for the rest of it. Okay. 125 soaking wet. I'm not arguing with nobody. Okay, we're gonna find out. Kathleen, right, love. Adults over here, right. To being a weapon, don't go. We can't teach kids it's okay to ruin their life and murder someone if you are able to avoid it. That's my point. He ruined his life, and now his parents are about to go into debt. B, you speaking all this stuff that we don't even know. Because for one, they've been raising plenty of money. They probably ain't have to go in their purses yet. Okay. We're gonna pray for the best outcome. I don't know. Like I said, there's no win. I'll just okay, this is what I'll say. I'll say I'm gonna wait for him to be tried, to have I'm praying for a fair trial. I'm waiting to hear the details of this and the facts. That's what I'll say. I'm gonna leave it there because I can't even put all of my opinion on this yet because we don't know everything yet. I'm not, and I stay ready. People are crazy. You have to protect yourself at all times. Manny said, I've been keeping up on this. It's truly sad. I wish some of these parents would really pay attention and raise them the right way. And he could have been raised the right way. But like I said, y'all, was it something going on that maybe his parents didn't even know about? Okay? Because kids do not tell their parents everything. They don't. I'm just, that other side of that as well. Yes, we do. I believe something happened. Yeah, we would have to wait for all the evidence. Yeah, definitely. That's where I'm at on it. He might have been getting bullied and he was small in size. Yes, exactly. I used to keep something on me because I used to have to catch the bus. My mom was well aware of everything I had on me because she told me to do it. Definitely different times. Wow. Oh my goodness. You can't tell someone how to protect themselves. The news people held back a lot of info regarding this kid to make him look right. Okay, they held back a lot, but if it okay, baby, if it was the other way around, they would have pulled up background on him, on the victims. Okay, because there's been some cases, the victims, they stuff is pulled. Why are we pulling the background of the victims? They're not even here anymore. Like, okay, they're going to have to uproot their life and move. I hope not, but I was thinking that for their protection, they may have to go into some hiding. I'm interested to know all the information that will come out. Me too. I'm afraid to carry weapons for fear someone would take it and use it on me, Sherry. Okay, because the reality is, how many times do people use those things? Are you really ready? Some people, oh, I got one. Girl, if somebody snuck up on you, you wouldn't be fast enough. You got to be ready. You better practice, go to target practice and use it and all of that. Because you got to be quick. Okay. You got to have aim and all of that. If you feel like you have to bring a weapon in order to attend an event, then don't go. I carry, but I acknowledge if I pull it out, I'm using it. Okay. I do believe that more will come out as time goes on, and maybe some other kids will come out and speak on it. Let's all just pray for both families, right, Mandy? That's true. Kids tell what they want you to know. Yeah, right. We all want to know the facts. Yeah, the news be lying sometimes. Okay. If I find out the white kids were not the kind of kids who walked around entitled, if I find out his parents are not Trump supporters, then I will try and find compassion for them. If they have a Karen, no, girl, you crazy, not Trump supporters. Oh my goodness, Sherry, you conceal it on your body. Yeah. Oh my gosh, man. This is when I tell y'all this is crazy. And I'm telling you, y'all, this kind of thing over that county, not in Frisco. Like, that is like a very high class area. Okay, the Frisco, those of you who know, Frisco, Collin County, those areas out there in Dallas, the Dallas area, this kind of thing you don't hear about, y'all. And this is why it's so well publicized also. They don't really have stuff like this happening out there. So, or that we hear of, protect the image out there. But yeah, so yeah, this is gonna be interesting. And I'm curious too. Someone just said in the chat earlier about the jury selection because it's out there now, So I'm hoping, ooh, it's a lot. Okay, if they weren't Karens and Trump supported before, they definitely are now. Their son was murdered, and their other son had to watch him die. Yeah, Frisco is filthy rich. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna follow this, y'all. Definitely follow this. Um, in Smash Topic, he is he's like a news reporter. Let me see something, y'all, here in the Dallas area that has uh his own news station, but he is the one that goes on the scene to different things. Like he gets the inside. People call Smash and he shows up. So I'm definitely going to be watching his page because sometimes he's there before the police. Okay. Sometimes he is there before the police. And let me show y'all this video. Let me pull this up, show y'all when he was released today. That's Collin County, and that's a tough girl. Okay, that's a tough county. That's rich money area. Me and my son used to live over there, and baby, all I'm gonna say, good job to his parents for retaining a good lawyer. Hello, hello. Okay, I'm telling you, it is. I'm gonna reserve my comments. But if I pull out, they might bum rush me. I'm terrified. Okay. Yeah. Frisco isn't like it used to be. Mm. Well, wait, aren't they supposed to be building the Universal Studios over there? I know firsthand about being bullied and jumped on by a gang of girls and what it's like to have to hide sticks on your walking routes to and from school just because parents not raising their kids right. Wow. My uncle has invested in Frisco. Oh, wow. Okay, Kathleen, girl. Does she practice law? Okay, because baby, and she's from Dallas. Okay, so I would definitely put her on retainer. I don't know, she's a lawyer, but I would definitely get with her. Okay, this is the video of when Karmelo Anthony was released from jail today.
Anything that you'd like to say, Karmelo? Do you have anything that you'd like to say?
Right. He was kind of like pushing them, kind of like, hey.
Karmelo, do you have anything that you'd like to say, Karmelo?
Probably
Do you have anything that you'd like to say to the victim?
Yeah. You can't say nothing. Just go to the car, head to the car. Then he got in an SUV and they drove off. I have a problem with parents not teaching their kids to keep their hands to themselves. Right. Oh yeah, definitely that. Okay, because I think just that simple principle in this situation could have de-escalated that situation as well. You can't be touching them folks. Okay, that's as simple as that. Hopefully, these kids, these schools need to have these conversations with them. Quit thinking that people are just going to let you put your hands on them. If you know of someone with something, go tell an adult. If it looks like somebody has something, like, I don't know. Then if he's been bullied before, like, tell a counselor, tell a teacher. But even with that, y'all, some kids still get bullied. I know we heard about the little girl where they were bullying her, telling her ICE was going to come and get her. She unalived herself because she couldn't take it. So it's different things that take place that some of the kids don't even tell the parents, and they don't even know. I'm not about to sit there and blame this on the parents. We can instill good values and morals into our children, and if it doesn't stick, that's on them. Yeah, that too. Yeah. Yep. So I would definitely follow this because, yeah, I want to see what the outcome of this is, and I want to hear the facts and see if we get some answers to a lot of the questions that we had on today. Pillow Talk said, "Oh yeah, he's good. His parents made sure when he got released, he was released out of there with security and bodyguards, and trust and believe those men, they are armed." Yes, exactly. And if that's the case, should the victim's parents sue his parents? Well, we didn't say they need to sue because he wasn't taught to not come to school, to a school event with a knife, and he wasn't taught how to walk away if you're able to. Teachers teach, keep your hands to yourself. Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, y'all, this has been an awesome conversation. Oh my goodness. We're not blaming the parents. We're just saying teach them. All we can do is teach them. Some people not teaching. Now, the ones who teaching their kids out here doing the foolishness that they know you ain't taught them. Okay, that's different. But some parents, they have these entitled kids, don't teach them nothing, uh, demonstrating the wrong behaviors and the kids following their paths and stuff like that. We talking about those parents, not all parents. We can't blame the parents, okay? Uh, because we don't know. And like I said, a lot of this I'm gonna hold my opinions on until we see the facts, because I don't want to be out here looking crazy, and then the facts come out, you're like, oh shoot, I didn't know that part. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's in the school rule book. Okay. Oh, yeah, we don't know what they taught them. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all. Thank you so much, Brittany. Also, let me do my thanks and special shout outs to Tangela and Shelly Shells for being sponsors for tonight. Thank you, ladies, so much. I really appreciate that. Um, let's see. Pillow Talk said, "This has been a great conversation. I appreciate everyone's perspective about it." Yes, exactly. I agree. I thank y'all so much. We were able to do this in a respectful way. Everyone's opinions are valued. And I really love hearing from different perspectives because, y'all, this is what the courtroom is going to look like. Okay. Some of y'all, we done just given them some points for their opening statements. So hey, on both sides, okay, prosecutors and the defense, okay. I'm telling you. Thank you, T Nice. Thank you, Mandy. Good night to you as well. Visa, I love this conversation. Teach kids to keep them hands to themselves. Teachers, teach kids not to show up to events with weapons. Teach kids how to walk away if they're able to, and he was able to and chose not to. B gonna get her point. Good night, Kathleen. Thank you, Busy Bee. Hey, Dreamy girl, where you been? Girl, you are an hour and 40 minutes. I wonder why you're not getting the notifications. Yes, girl. I'm trying not to lose my voice too, because my voice feels a little hoarse. I don't know why. You too, Busy Bee. Yes, y'all. So make sure you hit that like button. Also, Sherry said, great live open book. It was great to be here. You're always so calm and have an infectious laugh. Thank you so much, Sherry. I appreciate your support. Jessica said, we will have to see what happens. Did you know about the funeral home in Houston? No, what happened? That's my hometown. Oh, y'all, something else. Good night, Pillow Talk. Something else. Hi, Catherine. Welcome. You didn't get a notification either. And I shared on my community wall also as a backup because a lot of people are saying that. Another one, y'all, that I want to discuss and follow is I did a short yesterday over what's his name? He was LSU, Kyron Lacey. Y'all, his story. Oh my goodness. I don't know if y'all watched the short, but he was 24 years old, and they said not too long ago he had a hit and run of a 78-year-old man. Hi, Christina, welcome. And he did not stop or render aid or anything. So the jury, so they had already chosen a jury, and they were about to hear evidence on it today for the indictment. They were going to listen to the evidence today, but they found him dead in Houston. And I was like, what? Like right before the trial and all of this. And it's almost like some people were wondering, is it karma? You know, that this man lost his life and he didn't try to render aid. And now, lo and behold, did he feel that he was about to go to jail for a long time? And now he's lost his life. So I want to follow that as well because they haven't released the cause of death. If it was him unaliving himself or did somebody do something or what? Lately, YouTube haven't been sending any notifications. Oh wow. I didn't. I just had to. Oh, okay, make sure y'all try that. Unsubscribe and subscribe back and see if that helps. Kids are mean doesn't mean they need to be stopped. Look at V. She's still talking. V gonna get the last word. Oh my gosh, definitely not a coincidence. Right, girl. He was supposed to go today. They were going to start hearing the evidence. Yeah, it was shut down for not caring for bodies properly. Oh, wow. Look at Humble Me too. Her and Dreamy Girl talking about, hey, Open, did I miss it? She told me just settle in, girl. Yes, you late with Dreamy Girl. Over an hour and 42 minutes. Police chase. He unalived himself. Oh, wait, girl. He was in a police chase. Are you serious? His name was T Nice. His name was Kyron Lacey. Girl, no. Why haven't I seen anything about that? That is crazy. You too, Tammy. Thank you. She said, have a good night, Micah and Mom. How did you know he was sitting here, Tammy? He waiting on his little speech. See, Christina didn't get it. I'm mad. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, y'all late. She said, I would definitely catch the replay. Thank you so much. Right. No, V say she's going to get the last word. And one of the workers stabbed the guy who... Oh, wait a minute. Do y'all know which funeral home? So I can look into that. Lord, I hope it's not the ones that be dealing with my loved ones' bodies. What in the world? Please tell me which funeral home. Oh, Smash posted about it, and it was out of Houston. He had an argument with the family member, was driving reckless. Police chased him and found him unalived in a car from a self-inflicted wound. So wait, Dreamy Girl, you talking about the Kyron Lacey young man? Is that who you talking about? I was in the shower when I got my notification. I hopped on when I got out. Okay, got you. Get up, Micah, off of there like that. Okay, Richardson Mortuary. Ooh, thank you, Lord. Okay. But not good for those people. But I was hoping it wasn't mine. Okay, my loved one's funeral home. I'm going to look that up. Really? Girl, I have not found that part. Go get some tissue. Go wash your hands. Boy, I'm going to have to look that part up. And my husband did tell me that he heard that it was, you know, the side. I don't want to say the full word. But I was like, babe, I haven't seen that yet. So now I'm going to have to, yeah, he was in Houston. Yeah. I'm going to have to look that up. Craig and Debo and Friday lived to see another day. Okay. Oh my goodness. My day was long in what I do. Nothing grouches. Don't feel like the young man. Oh, should get off. Got you. I don't think he's going to get off, B, to be honest. It's going to be some type of jail time, in my opinion. I don't think he's going to fully get off. You see what I'm saying? Because he's mama's baby boy. Right. He is sitting here just waiting, Tammy. Y'all already know. The only time, like in the morning, I dropped him off, he wasn't with me this morning, you know, when I was doing my live. So he didn't get his chance to tell y'all this morning. Oh my goodness. Wow, Dreamy Girl, I'm going to have to look that up. I did not know that part. That is crazy. Maybe he knew. You know, some people do those police chase as a form of suicide too, to get the cops to come after them, and they want them to unalive them. But man, he did it himself. He probably, you know what? He probably couldn't deal with the guilt too. Okay, because that guilt probably was eating him up. That is so sad. I did not know that. Wow. Yeah, that guilt was probably eating him up. Oh Lord. Okay. Let me see if he comes. Micah, you gonna come say your message? Because he went in there to blow his nose. He'll have a fit if I get off and he couldn't say it. My son Micah Man from the Mabry crew, he has a short little message.
Make sure you check out my.
Thank you, Dreamy Girl.
Make sure you check out my amusement park at Micah Man Amusement Park, www.fortworthtexas.com. It has movies. It also has arcade games. It also has shirts that says your name on there.
Oh.
It also got some pizza.
Oh.
And they got some plushies. The plushie shop is that way.
Oh, okay. Okay. And look, Miss V said, I'm excited to hear about the free pony rides that's coming to my boys' amusement park on the first visit. It's $25 after that. Are you going to have pony rides?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, girl. He's getting pony rides. Okay.
And we're going to have the outside ride, the dragon ride.
Oh, and a dragon ride. Uh-oh. Let's see. Thank you, Christina. I appreciate that. She said your voice is so precious. PM, thank you. She said I like Michael Mann. See, I knew he was gonna say something about his amusement park. Yes, the truth. The guilt would do it every time. Oh, look, Miss Dreamy Girl said, I want to go now, Micah. Miss Kathleen said, Micah, I pray all your visions come to fruition. Ah, thank you, Kathleen. Look, mommy does too. I'm praying too. Okay, look, Miss Brittany said, hi, Micah, man.
Hi.
Miss Mandy said, I want to go too, Micah. What about food? Can we get chicken at this amusement park?
Yeah.
What kind of chicken?
They got fried chicken.
Oh, fried chicken?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they're going to have some fried chicken. And if they do the dragon ride, they get the DVD for the movie How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you have a lot of new ideas. This is going to be huge.
Yeah.
She said, sounds good.
Yeah.
So tell them thank you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all so much. We got to get this amusement park going. Oh my goodness. Even if we got to build, y'all remember in school we used to build those little mini towns, or I need to go get what's that video game? Miss Catherine said, hi Micah, you have a biblical name. Say yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What was it? The Sims people, Sim City. My ex, he used to play that thing all the time. We need to get a model and just design this so that he can go ahead and get that built in the future. Mandy said, I can see him now owning his own amusement park or something in that effect. Yes, girl, thank you. We received that.
My amusement park has free DVDs. They're right by to the restroom.
Uh-oh. He said that you can get free DVDs. They'll be right by the restrooms. So I guess when you have like a vending machine, they just put which one they want.
And they got some video games that you can play in the outside ride.
Oh wow. Miss Brittany said, Michael Man, do you have roller coaster rides? I love roller coaster rides.
Yeah, we got some.
Okay. Miss Kathleen said, good night, Micah.
Good night.
He is so cute. I look forward to hearing his ideas. Thank you, V. Oh, yes. Miss Kathleen said do a vision board. So we need to get a board and maybe put some pictures on there.
Yeah.
So you can see what it looks like. We're going to take a picture and show them what it looks like. Micah, 1 DVD per visit. You got to have a coin.
My My DVD is called Looking for the Crystal Mica. It has 100 DVDs.
Oh wow. Look, Miss Christina said, may all your visions come true, Micah. Say thank you. Oh, thank y'all so much. We received that. I let my son just dream and share. You know, he has a lot of ideas. And so we got to finish his book. Oh, speaking of book, y'all, um, I don't know if y'all saw. Let me pull that up. I'm gonna show y'all a little short commercial.
I can't wait to get my amusement park.
I know.
Mommy, my amusement park has a lot of stuff.
Okay. And welcome to the Open Book. My name is Lakeisha Mabry, the author of The Common Thread. I am a firm believer that everyone has at least one book inside of them. I will be hosting a new writing workshop coming soon on starting April the 26th. We are doing a special kickoff. Save the date and also be on alert for more details and information to come later on this week. I hope to see you all there. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye bye. Okay, so more information will come out this week. In order to be a part of this upcoming kickoff, you have to register so that you can receive the Zoom link to be a part of that. I believe that everyone has at least one book in them, and it's not as hard as we think, y'all. Any hobbies that you love to do, um, expertise, a level of expertise that you have that can be applied and written out in book form, whether it's an ebook, paperback, hardcover book. And so for the kickoff, you will get some general information. And then from there, you will be able to make a decision as to is this something that you would like to continue to do and go through the rest of the workshop. And so when I tell y'all I'm so excited, and let me tell y'all right quick how good God is and how He'll send confirmation ahead of time. Now, one of a friend of mine that did my taxes, go get tissue, quit doing that. A friend of mine reached out to me. Y'all, I got nervous because I was like, oh Lord, why is she inboxing me right now? I thought she heard something from the IRS. I was like, uh-huh. She said, I have a question. Now, this was before I even put out about the workshop. She said, I know a barber that is writing a book and he's almost done. And I know you have a book, and I want to know, could you help him because he needs help on publishing and how to do that whole process? I said, girl, believe it or not, I just did a little short commercial, a flyer that I'm gonna send to you so you can pass this on. And I'm actually about to start a writing workshop. She was like, really? And then she said that she wanted to do a book, but she didn't know where to start. I said, well, you need to be a part of this writing workshop. It's really not hard, y'all. I promise you, come to that kickoff, kind of see what we will cover during the workshop, and then we'll go from there. If you are a member, you will get special discount prices. Okay. And so that information is about to be released this week because the kickoff is on April the 26th. Mandy said that is amazing. Like kids with that type of imagination, they become something amazing. Yes, exactly, Mandy. We receive that. Hi, Portia. Talk about the 17-year-old who killed his parents. Oh, Lord. I didn't even know about that. That is crazy. Yeah, I didn't like that, V. They should have stayed in jail. I'll be keeping a watch out, OB, for more information to join. Thank you, Mandy. Kathleen said I can't. Kathleen, I don't want to hear can't. Okay. I can't write a book. When I write a letter front and back, it could be 12 pages long. Well, that means that you are a good writer. And we're going to actually also talk about how you can speak your book. Some people think that you have to write with a pen and things of that sort or type. You can actually speak it and then it'll go onto the paper, and then all you have to do is make corrections and so forth. I hope my girl got her little two together. Girl, no. Mm-mm. She hasn't, and it's a no for the dance thing. We haven't gotten there yet. Okay, say a prayer. Now y'all pray for my baby. She has star test tomorrow. Y'all know these poor kids, they get so anxious and nervous with these state tests. So pray that she does well. We're gonna do a prayer in the morning. Because yeah, she already nervous. I told her go to bed early because I don't want you falling asleep. Humble said, "Open your ass, be hatting on me." Fortunately, I got to catch the replay anyway. Okay. Thank you so much, sis. I was just about to ask you if you're gonna let her go. Nope. As of now, I said nope, and I told her, don't ask me no more. If I change my mind, I'll let her know. Okay. Don't keep asking me. The answer is no. Okay. I gotta I gotta teach her that there are consequences to your actions. I want to teach her that in this because I want her to go. This is something, y'all. She would be able to dance at the Cowboy Stadium, the Dallas Cowboy Stadium. It's huge. But in life, if you do not get it together and you do some things that are not right, I don't reward bad behavior. I didn't do that with my students. I'm not gonna do it with my own kids. Now, when you show me you can get it together and all of that, then hey, I'll consider it. But no, not as of right now. Not as of right now. We'll see. I'm gonna continue to see what the Lord do in my heart. But as of right now, it's a no. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Let me delete this right quick. I was uploading that commercial so that I don't forget to put it on here for the next time. Okay. All right. B said that's okay. She will learn. We don't reward bad behavior. Right. Justice prayers, baby, have her eat chocolate before the says not chocolate. Then she won't be able to be still, Kathleen. She gonna be bouncing off a while. Oh my goodness. I'll stop and get a donut, maybe with a little chocolate on top of it. Make sure she eats breakfast. Man, I was gonna sub tomorrow because sometimes I go and sub like half days in the mornings. But I forgot they're star tested. Duh. I forgot about that. I had to do that with my oldest. She was looking forward to that homecoming, but she had to learn I don't deal with disrespect or disobedience. Exactly. And this is what okay, so this is a classic example when we have to teach our kids the hard lessons. As much as we want it for them and to take the pictures and for them to get certain, opportunities, sometimes, hey, that's life. You got to get it together. And I want her to see that. And like I said, don't try to bargain with me. Oh, I'll be good. Can I go? No, 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 no. You be good because it's the right thing to do. Okay. Don't be good because mommy gonna let me do something. Then I feel like you're getting over on me, and you know the right thing to do. Humble said, "Oh man, the cheerleader and dancer in me says, give her a spirit stick. The Bible calls it an extension of grace." Girl, that's what I'm saying because I want to see her do this, because she's never danced there before, and so I want this for her. But I also want her to grow and learn, the real lessons. Because see, what I used to always say, a lot of parents are about, football, basketball, all these extracurricular, but you never saw them getting on their kids about the academics. Like, you shouldn't even be on the basketball team playing if you sitting up in here with a straight F. What is that about? Okay. I need you to do what you got to do, baby. We got to get you in some tutoring. I got to focus on this. Because, see, this here is not a guarantee going to get you into college and so forth. But we got to make sure you understand. And that's one thing I've noticed in some of the schools that I've taught at, that some of the parents value the extracurricular, but not the curriculum. Okay. They are all the football games, all the dance, the cheer practice, all of this stuff. You rarely see them at a parent-teacher conference. Some of them phone numbers don't even work. I know I can find you at field day. Okay, that's the time I'm gonna talk to you about it. I mean, come on now. What message are we sending out? Like we got to get, like I told her, don't even say you didn't do your homework at the after school program and you in dance practice. Girl, I will pull you out of that dance. Okay, you need to do your homework. That's the part that's what you here for. Okay. Let me get off my soapbox. I love her, y'all. This is my first time with a daughter this age. I like the oldest. It be your first for everything. I've never been at this place before. This is my first. So bear with me, okay? Every parent wants to make sure that they do it their best. They give it their all to teach their kids. They don't come with the book. So we try to go with the guidance of God. The Holy Spirit is our teacher. And we want them to be productive, good U.S. citizens in life. They're going to be taking care of us. Okay, one day. But this is in moderation. I'm on her side. See, you on her side. Okay, open book agreement. Okay, humble, we got to be a united front. See, we all divided again. That's why they're called student athletes. The student comes before the athlete. Hello? Excuse me. I'm a cheerleader and dancer. We are united. One squad, one sound. Girl, you crazy. Oh my goodness. Good night, Kathleen. What time is it? Kathleen, it's early. Don't try to act like it's all late. I cheered too, girl, and my mom snatched me up a few times. Hello? Okay, because you gotta hit them where it hurts. What they like to do. Because some of the punishments that some of these kids get, and they don't care. They don't care about getting sent home for 3 days. They want to be at home. Okay. Now I'm gonna let you come to school, and guess what? You're gonna sit by me the whole day. I'm gonna have you doing some little tasks and things like that. You gotta hit them where it hurts. Don't give them what they want. Mm-mm. I'm like, nope. We'll see. And if I change my mind, I'm gonna come to you. Don't keep coming to me, because then it make me want to say no. Because you're worrying me. Okay. Oh Lord, I say, God, you blessed me with these children. I didn't know I was gonna be on two nerves. Oh my God, be on two nerves at this age with two kids. Okay, under 10. She'll be 10 next year. Lord say so in February. She'll be 10. Humble Me said, my mama didn't come to my games. My daddy did, though. He let me have it a couple of times. I ain't do the same thing no more, though. See, now my husband, he easier on her, I should say. I remember I told my coach off, and I told her I quit. My mom was like, it's paid for already. I went to practice the next day looking dumb. She said I went looking dumb as hell. That helper made me run laps. See? Oh, But y'all, this is the other side of that. Leading up to this, for the past 2 weeks, she had already prepped me and said, we're having a dance event on the 19th. But she was like, but I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Because my son also has an event at his school that day, too. It's a Saturday. And even the day that she gave me the form, she said, oh, yeah, we have Micah's thing. No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Then by the evening, I don't know if she talked to one of her friends or not. She said, well, I think I'm going to go. No. Because see, I already done got my hopes up that I don't have to do two events. Like, yes, shit, I ain't got to do 2 events that day. I don't know what the traffic going to be like over there, all of that. So she didn't want to go. So quit playing games with me too, because leading up to this, it was a no. But now the day of, you want to go. So pick. Okay, so now I'm saying no. Okay, Jessica said, just wait. Jessica, I am not ready. Okay, the Lord is going to have to continue to work on me and help me, give me the grace for those years. Because, I didn't realize. Okay. Right. Pick one. Pick a struggle. Pick which one. Because you telling me no, then yeah, then no. No, you're not playing my emotions like that. If you said you didn't want to, you're not. Don't try to come back. Let me get off from here because, baby, we will sit up here and laugh all night. It's okay, Justice. Don't let mommy swamp you. Baby, she is knocked out, hopefully, because she has this test tomorrow, and we're going to pray together in the morning because I already know she's nervous. See, these teachers be freaking these kids out. I said, girl, you going to do good. You know this stuff. You got the power. It's giving thorn, right? About that breast surgery, okay? Oh my God, my stomach hurting now, y'all. It wasn't hurting all. Y'all got me laughing too much. But I heard that laughter, works your stomach muscles. Hopefully, I just lost about 3 pounds. Y'all know we've been trying to work on our summer bodies. Those of you who missed that live, go watch that live because we working on our summer bodies. Okay, we got a little over 2 months to June 20th. So you want to get your summer bodies ready, okay? So I've been doing good with my water and stuff today, this evening and so forth. I didn't get the walking part today. So hopefully I'll go and do that tomorrow at my job. But yeah, we're working on our summer bodies. Okay. You got time to hop on in. We're going to be holding each other accountable every weekend, kind of check in and boost each other up. Accountability helps. It does. So yeah, we're working on those summer bodies. But I love you all. Pray you have a good night. Make sure you hit that like. Also, if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell because you never know when I'm going to go live.
Have a great night, everyone.
Yay. B said about everything in Blackthorn's miscellaneous at life. She got a struggle life, a struggle chill. Girl, because what in the world were they talking about today? I'm going to have to go check it out. I don't know what was happening. I didn't see the whole thing. But I love y'all. Y'all have a great night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.